They'll have to set aside blame while freezing is their first concern.
We are agreed on that, and I may have a solution. By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide. There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
Yeah, let's start with Varric.
Inquisitor.
Hey, Varric, who's this lady you brought over?
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Bianca? Like the crossbow?
Your name is Bianca?
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
You're a friend of Varric's?
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
You two look nervous. It's a pleasure.
Any friend of Varric's is welcome here.
Be careful saying things like that. Some of his friends you don't want to meet. Ancestors, you're tall. If this Inquisitor gig doesn't work out, you could make a killing getting things off high shelves.
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a Deep Roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
But we also shut down that quarry. Is that their only way in?
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the Deep Roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, dark spawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
Wasn't the Thig in Kirkwall?
You can get there from Orlais? It's a long way to the free marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such. Some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent, maybe further. In theory, you can get to any Tig using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
Iron Bull does say that he has Dwarven Tigs in Parvalin, so they legit span all over the globe. Who leaked the location?
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
And Bianca knows where it is?
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Bianca?
I told her. Right after the expedition, I wrote and told Bianca what we found. I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
We should shut this down.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
Cool. Well, shit. That is my favorite, like, quest title. Blackwall. How you doing?
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company. When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. They caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
You saved it? That's horrible. You saved it?
You stopped them? Got the dog down?
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You did what everyone else did. You were just a child.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
Don't let that stop you. Your eyes aren't shut.
When we first met, you were saving peasants from demons and outlaws. You're not a man who shuts his eyes. A little insane, maybe.
Of course you'd make light of it. You make saving the world look easy. The rest of us can only dream of matching what you've done. Don't you see? It's not just about what happened back then. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
Okay, Blackwall. You have a quest for me. I know you do. Okay, never mind. Hey, bar owner.
Inquisitor.
And you are
The bartender. Cabot.
just the bartender?
You were expecting...
I actually forgot I talked to you yet. Welcome to the Inquisition. Where's my old bartender?
I was expecting the same face from Haven.
It's not a hereditary profession. I think Fleesa... what was it? She joined the Chantry? I don't understand the type, but that's her business.
How is morale?
What's the current mood?
Thick with 3 of the 4 humors.
Where did you train?
Where did you study? I assume you trained.
In bartending? I'm no alchemist. You mix the bottles that don't taste like nug and you pretend to listen. I suppose I trained at home, during feast day family visits. My specialty is ale. Old Antivan recipe. The secret is ale.
If you're so jaded, why join?
You're a bit of a hard ass. Why are you here?
If I could fight, I'd be in a helmet. If I was a mage, I'd throw fire, and probably be dead. But I can't do anything. Just like the hundreds of people who can't do anything, who make sure the thousands who can do something can do it. Besides, if you know a safer place than your castle, do share.
True. Know any rumors?
What's the word out there?
There's a vigil for the dead later. I'll be closed.
Okay. Goodbye.
As you were.
Inquisitor?
Okay, now we're heading back to Blackwall. Because, that story, was a bit odd. When he says, would you like to have a drink? I did not expect that. What the what the hell, man? What's this? A letter? Where's Blackwall? You've been a friend and an inspiration. You've given me the wisdom to know right from wrong, and more importantly, the courage to uphold the former. It's been my honor to serve you. A message from Blackwall. Where is Blackwall? Where is he? Wait.
The spy master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
He must have had his reasons. Gone? Where? Leliana must know.
Go on. Leliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
She doesn't know everything, yet. Sister Leliana had us search the Warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
Lieutenant Cyril Monray, one of the soldiers responsible for the Collier massacre of 937, was captured in Leeds. Like the others who were arrested for their involvement, Monray insisted that he did not know who he was assassinating, and that he was just following the orders of his captain. This captain, Thom Reiner, is still at large. Monray is to be executed within the week in Valroyo. Thom Reiner. Well, looks like Valammar is going to have to wait. And just like the quest says, well, shit. Attend Monray's execution. We're bringing Varric. 100%. We're bringing Cassandra. I love this card, by the way. This card is amazing. This card is amazing. I love it. Who else should we bring? We'll bring Sera. Because Sera has, Sera holds Blackwall to the highest, standard. He's a Grey Warden, man. He can't be a bad person, right? Right? Okay. Ooh, it's raining. I have never seen Orlais rain. Or, rain in Orlais. What's this?
Worthy of a lost love.
He could have done more.
Did that guy just die? Did that Elysian just die? We're going to go attend the execution. We just witnessed a death. We shouldn't see another. Well.
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Very well.
This is grim.
Poor bastard. So, where's food? Orlesians always stock these things.
Proceed.
Stop!
A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given, and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Oh, shit.
Blackwall! No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Thom Reiner.
Well, shit. The Executioner's helmet looks really cool.
Those who had been cast down, the demons who would be gods, began to whisper to men from their tombs within the earth. And the men of Tevinter heard.
That was quite the crowd. There was quite a lot of people here to witness execution. Ah, good medieval times.
Can you believe it? Thom Reiner himself.
Where's this Rainier?
Where did they take the prisoner?
In the jail of the marketplace. If you've goodbyes to say them now. It's a damn mess, but believe you me, it'll be sorted out quick. Lots of people can't wait to see that man swing.
What do you know of Rainier?
You must know something about Rainier.
I know what everyone knows. He'll hang for the massacre of a noble and his family. Guess not.
I have read on that. I've read something about a massacre and no orders given. Didn't tell what the orders were. Not gonna lie. Overcast Orlais does look pretty nice. And Overcast Valrio does look really nice.
From Haven's Fire come
Oh.
we thee. There is an issue that you should address. I think it's worth your time, Inquisitor.
Oh. So I pick it up here, but you couldn't give it to me as Skyhold. Oh, okay. I see. Hello, City Guard. Hello. Well, time to head into the prisons. It's about to get very confusing soon. Very confusing. This Blackwall character, yeah, I think it was just a character. A facade. Well, I mean, he outright admitted it. Let's talk to this Thom Reiner.
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
What you did was brave. Nah. He really killed those people. And dying makes up for it? You really killed those people?
Was the bailiff telling the truth? Did you really do those things?
Yes, I did. It's all true. It's time we all took a good look at who I really am. Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
I'm not convinced. You're more than that.
I know you're more than what you say. Have some faith in yourself.
Yes.
Who was the real Blackwall?
I need to know about Blackwall. The real Blackwall.
We met in a tavern when I was on the run. I was nothing. A waste of life. But he wanted to recruit me. We headed to Valshavan for the joining. The Blackwall insisted on making a stop along the way. An old ruin from one of the previous blights. He said it led to the deep roads. I was to go down alone, find a dark spawn, and fill a vial with its blood. When I returned, I found the warden ambushed by more of the creatures. He took a blow for me. He shouldn't have died. It should have been me.
He sounds like a hero. Maybe he didn't think so.
Not saying I disagree, but Blackwall clearly thought you were worth saving.
No one should have died for me. He would have wanted me to carry on to Valshavan, I'm certain. But without Blackwall, there's no proof that I've been recruited. That I didn't kill him. I couldn't go to the Wardens. But I couldn't just walk away. So, Rainier died. And Blackwall lived.
Who's Moray? Yeah.
The man on the gallows, Mornay. Who was he?
My second in command. He was a good man. When I heard he'd been caught, I was resolved to stop his execution. Couldn't let another die for my mistake.
I said it right. Inquisitor said it right. Who's Thom Reiner? Who is this Thom Reiner?
Who were you before this mess?
I was a captain in the Orlesian army. Well regarded, respected. But it wasn't enough. One mistake. One mistake and everything I worked for fell apart.
Wow. You're a pretty bad guy. What is the crime? It sounds pretty bad. Like, really, really bad.
I need to know the details of what you did. Who you killed. Why?
I betrayed the Empire and assassinated a general, all for gold. The man was General Vincent Callier. My employer was a Chevalier, Robert Chapuis. Sir Robert believed that Grand Duke Gaspard was the rightful ruler of Orlais and would eventually take the throne. He thought that by eliminating one of Celine's loyal supporters, he might endear himself to the true Emperor. I can't say if Robert's plan would have worked. I didn't care. There was good coin offered, and I took it. By the time Sir Robert's involvement was uncovered, I was long gone. Of course, the Grand Duke disavowed any knowledge of the act and publicly condemned it. Robert killed himself. Poison in his wine. Another victim of the great game.
What did you tell your men?
You got your men to help you. What did you tell them?
They didn't know who they were attacking. I told them it was an important mission. They trusted me without question. Just as your men trust you.
Armies need commanders. Our cause is just. We wouldn't kill someone for money.
Our men follow me because they believe our cause is righteous.
They believe it because that's what you tell them.
Uh-huh. You murdered Callier's family?
My reports say that Callier was with his family. You had them all slaughtered.
I didn't know Callier would be traveling with his family. I assumed only soldiers, armed guards. My men had been told to eliminate everyone. They'd seen war. They thought they were defending their country. No one likes to think about that. But it's names that carry power in this world. Bloodlines. Yes. No matter how leaders like Celine or Gaspard pretend the game is played, that's how real war is waged.
You weren't even at war, though.
But you weren't at war. Not really.
I've been on enough battlefields to know that the same crime at the right time would have earned a medal. But that's what I did. And why I deserve to be here.
Oof. I have to go.
That's all for now.
Oof. Thom Reiner doesn't sound like a good person. Sounds like a slimy person. But over the time that we got to know Blackwall and the Inquisition, I think there's more to Thom. It was right. The fate was 100% right. His biggest fear.
I have
is himself.
Leliana's report on Thom Reiner.
Summarize it.
Give me the overview.
Looks like our friend was once a respected captain in the Imperial Orlesian army. Before the Civil War, he was turned, persuaded to assassinate one of Celine's biggest supporters. He led a group of fiercely loyal men on this mission, and told them nothing of it. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape.
She had this report all along. Thank you.
This is helpful, or at least educational.
Don't blame yourself. We all made this mistake. What do we do now? Blackwall... Reiner has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
What would you do, Colin?
If it were up to you, what would happen?
What he did to the men under his command was unacceptable. He betrayed their trust, betrayed ours. I despise him for it. And yet he fought as a warden, joined the Inquisition, gave his blood for our cause. And the moment he shakes off his past, he turns around and owns up to it. Why?
People change. You're impressed.
Some part of you is impressed by what he did, isn't it?
Saving Mornay the way he did took courage, I'll give him that. But I can't tell you what to do.
Let's get him out.
Have Reiner released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't, say, let's break out the prisoner right in front of, the guards. We're not in, Skyrim now here. You can't just say that stuff and not expect to, be thrown in shackles. Is it sunshine again? I want my rain. Please tell me it's rainy. Orlay's the best. No! It's gone. How fast the weather changes. Oh, it's gone. Well, let's, okay, we could break Thom Reiner this way. 2 problems require 1 solution. There was a traitor to our cause. A man similar to in a bind, an apprentice to Thom Reiner. We bind and gag him and have him take Reiner's place. He is condemned instead, and the world believes Reiner has paid the price. That's a good one. We can storm the prison with a small force and take Reiner into Sera custody. Valrio's prison guards will oppose us. We should be prepared for casualties. That sounds really bad. Why storm? No. I'd rather do that instead. 100%. There would be no casualties involved. They want 1, and it's a bad person. I could request a special dispensation from the Elysian court, allowing Thom Reiner to be transferred to the Inquisition custody. This may anger some, but after Halam Sharal, they owe us a favor. That's also a really good one. Or, we also have another way. Rainer's release. An alternative. Leliana informs me that your contacts in the underworld could aid in having Rainier released from prison. This route would conveniently mask the Inquisitor's involvement 100%. An offer whispered in the right circles. A dozen factions vying for our favor. We'll see who desires it most. Let's send it. And now the now Valroyal has no knowledge of the Inquisition's involvement with Thom Reiner's release. Or one of the last ones. This one might be the most important prisoner to judge, though. Reiner was brought to the Skyhold gates under cover of darkness. Best not ask how. Let's go judge him. Sit in judgment. Revelations. Man, I love that map. Let's judge Rainier.
For judgment this day, Inquisitor, I must present Captain Thom Reiner, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall. His crimes... well, you are aware of his crimes. The decision of what to do with him is yours.
I hate to see you like this.
I didn't think this would be easy, but it's harder than I thought.
Another thing to regret. Using your ties to the underworld to free me. You're a criminal, same as me. The world will learn how you've used your influence. They'll know the Inquisition is corrupt.
This will be forgotten. I had no choice.
I wish there'd been another way, but my options were limited.
You could have left me there. I accepted my punishment. I was ready for all this to end. Why would you stop it? What becomes of me now?
I own you. Your lie continues. You're free if you atone. I like this choice. The Wardens will decide. I think Blackwall gave him a choice, and he should take it. But he should become a Grey Warden once this is over.
Blackwall intended you join the Wardens. I will let them decide your fate, but only when Corypheus is dead. For now, Thom Reiner, the Inquisition needs you.
As you command.
Becoming a Warden isn't mercy. This is a chance to atone.
Blackwall gave you the chance to atone through action, not merely punishment. I find I can do no less.
I am grateful for this, Inquisitor. And I will serve for as long as I can.
I always feel like that's the most fairest judgment out of Blackwall. He can't be set free after what he did. Those orders he gave, those were really bad orders. No commanding officer should give orders to kill someone's whole family. That is just wrong. Even if it is during wartime, that shouldn't happen. So he has to pay for it somehow. He said he was a Grey Warden. So let's make that happen, huh? You're going to be a Grey Warden now. You now have a life sentence. I was tempted to call him Thom Reiner at the start of the stream, but I had to stick with character.
Inquisitor?
What do I call you now?
How shall I refer to you? Reiner or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
They aren't the same thing.
Inquisitor means something. Blackwall doesn't.
It means something to me.
We'll talk later.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Okay, maybe. Okay. I thought there was a way. I honestly, I agree with Inquisitor in that moment. Blackwall isn't a title. You're given a name. You're given a person's name as a title. That feels weird. We'll bring Cassandra and Cole. That's Cole. Let's go help out Varric now. I wouldn't say we helped out Blackwall. We're forcing him into our service now. He was here willingly. Now he's here because I brought him here. He's now working for the Inquisition, whether he likes it or not. And whether he likes it or not, he's going to the Grey Wardens to become a Grey Warden. Blackwall would have been a cool character to bring back in Veilguard, not gonna lie. That would took years. Look at the Nug. What's it doing? What's it doing? Okay. Let's head to Valammar.
Finally. I started to think you weren't coming.
Nobody said you had to hang out in the creepy cave while you waited.
Well, I did wait, so let's make this quick. These idiots are carrying the red lyrium out in unprotected containers. We don't want to stick around long enough for it to start talking to us.
Why should they be protected?
Why would the containers need to be protected?
Lyrium is incredibly dangerous in its raw form. It can poison or kill dwarves, and we're resistant to it. Sometimes it just explodes. No warning.
Basically, only crazy people mine lyrium.
The mining cast doesn't just sling it into a bucket. It's carried in special containers that keep it under control. And that's normal lyrium. The red stuff is worse. I wouldn't be surprised if most of their miners die just digging it up.
You know what red lyrium does?
You seem to know more about the effects of red lyrium than most.
Varric needed a safe for his shard. I'm the one who built it for him.
How did you find this place?
How did you find this operation in the first place? There must be hundreds of Deep Road's entrances.
I've used this entrance in the past. Varric's not the only surface dwarf to explore the deep roads. Oh, I've got to admit, I was pretty surprised when I came here and found it full of humans.
I hope you know how to fight.
If you're coming with us, I hope you can handle a fight.
No, I thought I'd cower helplessly while you do all the work.
She's a decent shot.
Decent?
You want me to admit you're better than me in front of the Inquisitor?
Let's not waste any more time, shall we?
That's a big bow. I think that bow's, like, bigger than you. Not saying anything, Bianca, but just saying. Not saying, but also just saying. You should probably... How can you pull that bowstring back? Makes me wonder. Ah, yes. Trying to flank me? Jump out of a corner? Ambush me? Well, that guy just died instantly. Oh, yeah, I forgot Varric. I forgot Varric. Cool. Let's look at these daggers. I want to see what they do to dwarves. Okay. Okay. Nice.
You can't hurt me.
Varric, thank you. I can't even attack him fast enough. Like, who's that? What the hell? That was just one move. You saw all those, like, cloaked figures, like, Stab him. Yeah, that was one. That was just,
What you do now?
that was that.
Pardon?
Skulking around in caves, shooting guys. Is this your day-to-day?
Usually try to avoid the caves.
Sorry. No, wait. Not gonna lie, rogue are very fun. Just the rogue class in general is just really fun. Watch what I can do. Watch this. Oh well. Whoa. I don't even know what that. I didn't even know that's an ability. I don't even think it is. See that Herlock Alpha down there? Let's go kill it. Wait.
You had
I
me
forget.
worried, you know.
Isn't?
What did I do now?
That letter you sent me about the Red Lyrium was the first I'd heard from you since the Chantry explosion.
Had it been that long?
Seriously, if you died in that mess, I'd have come back to Kirkwall and dug you up just to kick your ass.
What would you do if I'd been cremated?
Kick your ashes, of course.
Maybe I should have moved up a little bit. Invisible Varric would have been present. You know, to kick his ashes.
Feel that tunnel.
I love it that he only does 1 damage to me too. He just exploded. Bro. Varric wasn't even fighting. He's the most broken of us all.
Bogdan? He's in Navarra right now, selling my machine to wealthy landowners.
I heard some of the guild were trying to get you named a paragon for that contraption.
That's not gonna happen, even if I am 10 times the smith Bianca ever was. A surfacer paragon? Never.
I've seen worse. I've seen weirder things.
I built these doors. They probably shut this one from the other side when they heard the ruckus we were making. Ta-da!
You built doors here?
You've been here often enough to renovate the cave?
You already know I've used this entrance in the past. I don't know if Eric's told you, but the Merchants Guild is cutthroat. Literally. I built the doors to keep rivals from following me down here and arranging accidents.
You were waiting to do that.
Admit it, you've been waiting to do that since we arrived.
Of course I was. After you.
Surprised it's a big enough door for me. Not saying your dwarves are short, but your dwarves are short. That dwarf like flew across the room.
You know, this is almost fun. Kinda like old times.
I don't recall us ever shooting people together.
Remember crashing Bartram's guild dinner? We might as well have shot him.
This isn't nearly as dangerous as pissing off my brother.
You ever see people get thrown across rooms? They only do 1 damage to me. This is so unfair. Wait, Grey Warden.
How long are you gonna be in Orlais, do you think?
As long as this weird shit is going on at least. Maybe longer. Why?
You'll have to stop by before Bogdan gets back. You should see my new workshop.
I'll see what I can do. You know your family will kill me if I stop by, right?
They're not gonna kill you.
You always say that, and they always send assassins.
Cole's invisibility is cooler than like any other mage's. His turns into like a spear. Aww. Okay, well, here's the key.
There you are. They won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca.
They had your key. Varric.
You want to say something, Varric?
Andraste's ass, Bianca. You're the leak?
When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the red lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You've had people studying it for years now, and they've come up with nothing. I just wanted to figure it out.
Did you? You're not saying everything.
How did you go from studying red lyrium to giving the location to Corypheus?
I found out that red lyrium... it has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form something super awful?
Lyrium is alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise in one, right? And I found this guy, Larius. He seemed really interested in helping my research. So I gave him a key.
Larius? He was the Grey Warden we met in Corypheus's... Oh, shit. I knew something seemed off.
I didn't realize until you said you found red lyrium at Haven. I came here and, well, then I went to you.
So, if you didn't catch on, after the fight in Dragon Age 2, after Hawk and Varric killed Corypheus, Corypheus' spirit latched onto the Grey Warden that was right next to Hawk and us. Hawk and Varric. And that's how he got out of there. And that's how Corypheus survived. Why did you come with us?
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
Yeah, here's that warden.
That name means something to you, Varric?
He was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus. And he definitely wasn't a mage before.
No, he was not a mage. He was a warrior. It isn't really your fault.
You couldn't have known what would happen.
Mafarath's balls, she couldn't. I told her exactly how bad this shit was. I told her to keep away from it.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
This isn't one of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
Get a room, you two.
Oh, for pity's sake. Would you two just get a room?
Sorry, Inquisitor. We've done all we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
Varric.
Don't worry about it.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
I like to see you reach up to my eyeballs. Dwarf. Okay. How about all of this? Speak to Varric about all of this. There is a bunch of enemies in here. Let's see if Cole can't just kill them all real quick. Slow-mo. Oh my. That person just exploded after getting stabbed by 4 phantoms. What is Cole? What have I made? Anyways, let's talk to Varric. So, how you doing, Varric?
I'm glad to have answers, but... shit. The second she showed up here, I knew. I let this mess happen. I gave her the tig. I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
Talk your way out of it. Nobody is.
I don't think anyone is equipped any better than you are.
No, the point is, I don't deal with things. If Cassandra hadn't dragged me here, I'd be in Kirkwall right now, pretending none of this was happening.
Nah, you wouldn't. You would be here with us still, I believe.
You know that's not true. You've worked as hard as any of us to stop Corypheus.
Is that true? I don't even know anymore. Thank you for your help back there.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca again?
I always do.
Please. Okay, Samson. We tracked him down. Yes. Oh, we also got Cole's amulet. We get continued Cole's storyline now too. Yes. Oh yeah, Rat, you might have to wait for a little bit.
She hurts, but helping hurts more. She sees the strings that pull me, eyes like raisins in a stale cookie.
Okay, Cole. Here's that amulet.
I found the amulet that Solus told us about. Would you like to try it on?
Yes, but not here. I like it here. We need some place that can go away if it becomes sharp. What do I do with it?
You found one of the amulets. Excellent. May I? It is simple enough. You put it on, I charge it with magic, and you should be protected.
Alright, if Cole is sure, you think this will work? Alright.
Are you ready, Cole?
They can't make me a monster.
What was that? Oh, what are you doing to the kid?
Stopping blood mages from binding me like the demons at Adamant. But it didn't work.
Something is interfering with the enchantment.
Something like Cole not being a demon?
Maybe Varric is right.
Solus, is it possible that the amulet doesn't work on Cole because he's too human?
Regardless of Cole's special circumstances, he remains a spirit.
Yes, a spirit who is strangely like a person.
I don't matter. Just lock away the parts of me that someone else could knot together to make me follow.
Focus on the amulet. Tell me what you feel.
Warm, soft blanket covering, but it catches tears. I'm the wrong shape. There's something. There. That way.
So, we're off hunting.
It appears we have something to find. Again.
All right, kid. Get Cullen and work with him on the map to figure out where you're sensing something wrong.
Will you come with me? All of you?
Sure. All right, I get it. You like spirits. But he came into this world to be a person. Let him be one.
I agree with Varric.
If I see a way to protect Cole without taking away whatever he is, I'll use it. But Cole clearly needs our help.
I'm not saying we do nothing. But that ritual of theirs only works on demons, right?
This is not some fanciful story, child of the stone. We cannot change our nature by wishing.
You don't think?
However we deal with the problem, our next step is to track down whatever is interfering with the enchantment.
Yeah, this should get me through the month. Give me a moment. Greetings. Can I help you?
You killed me.
What? I don't even know you.
You forgot. You locked me in the dungeon in the spire, and you forgot, and I died in the dark.
The spire?
Cole, stop.
Just take it easy, kid.
He killed me. He killed me. That's why it doesn't work. He killed me, and I have to kill him back.
I don't understand.
If he killed you, wouldn't you be dead?
Cole, this man cannot have killed you. You are a spirit. You have not even possessed a body.
A broken body, bloody, banged on the stone cell, guts gripping in the dark, dank. A captured apostate. They threw him into the dungeon in the spire at Val Royo. They forgot about him. He starved to death. I came through to help. And I couldn't. So I became him. Cole.
If Cole was an apostate, that'd make the guy we just saw a Templar. Must have been buying lyrium.
Let me kill him. I need to.
Okay. I still don't get it. I get it, but the Inquisitor doesn't.
Before I decide anything, I need a clearer picture of what happened.
It seems the real Cole was an apostate, captured and taken to the Circle by Templars,
who aren't known for their gentle nature.
As the young man starved to death in a dungeon, his pain caught the attention of a spirit, likely one of compassion.
Compassion?
An uncommon spirit, certainly, and all too fragile when its efforts to help prove to be in vain.
And that compassion spirit possessed him. Solus, what do you think?
Solus?
We cannot let Cole kill the man.
I don't think anyone was going to suggest that, Chuckles.
Cole is a spirit. The death of the real Cole wounded him, perverted him from his purpose. To regain that part of himself, he must forgive.
Come on. You don't just forgive someone killing you.
You don't. A spirit can.
Varric, what do you think?
Varric?
The kid's angry. He needs to work through it.
A spirit does not work through emotions. It embodies them.
But he isn't a spirit, is he? He made himself human. And humans change. They get hurt. And they heal. He needs to work it out like a person.
You would alter the essence of what he is.
He did that to himself when he left the Fade. I'm just helping him survive it.
Cole needs to grow. He will become more human. He needs to grow.
Cole will never grow into a real person until he comes to terms with what happened.
Leave it to me. All right, kid. You want revenge? Come with me.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry isn't going to help him now, is it, kid?
No.
Then pull the trigger and put him down like a mad dog. Do it.
No!
How you doing, kid? Feel any better?
No.
You can't make it all just go away. I learned that the hard way.
Forget.
No. He needs to remember. You too. We're done here.
A lot.
All we know, the amulet will now never function. Cole remains vulnerable to binding.
No, he isn't. The amulet didn't work because he's too human, right? Maybe now the kid's also too human for that binding magic to work on him.
I hope you're right.
It still hurts. When do I stop hurting?
Will help.
Being with your friends can make you feel better.
Come on, kid. Let's go for a walk. It'll clear your head.
The left hand misses a friend with 2 different names. She's hurting, sad, alone, but everyone can see me now. They remember. How do I put honey in Leliana's wine without her noticing?
I can help with that.
It is good that he is not entirely changed, however human he becomes.
Solus just hates humans. Speaking of Solus, where'd he go? I like your painting so far, Solus. It looks really good. Where'd he go? Like, actually, though. There's the Black City. No?
Ships launch on changing winds. Dizzy sometimes, like the top of the stairs, but sometimes like dancing.
You're more human now?
May I ask how things are now that you're more human?
It hurts. Everything hurts. Everyone remembers me now. I can only make them miss me for a few heartbeats. But I'm real. More real, anyway. And I understand more than I did.
Is it harder to help people?
Can you still help people if you can't make them forget?
It's harder. I can't start over if I do it wrong. But seeing me changes them. They know a person wants them to hurt less. That helps.
Why no forgetting?
Why can't you make people forget you anymore?
Because I'm real. The forgetting was for both sides. They weren't frightened by me, and I wasn't hurt by them. Making people forget was a defense against people attacking me, and having what they saw in me stick. Because I'm real, everything sticks. Whatever people think or feel about me stays.
How about your body?
Are you still physically the same, or are you fully human?
I was always fully human. I can do everything I could do before, except make people forget. The way I move comes from my mind, not my body. As long as I remember some of the fade, it remains. My body is just like the real Cole's. Except that he was a mage. I'm not.
We don't need any more mages. But why not?
Why aren't you a mage?
I can't know for sure, but the real Cole, his father beat him, killed his mother. His sister might have died, too. I don't know if that was real or what the demon made me think. Then the Templars threw Cole in darkness and starved him, all because he had magic. He thought that if he didn't have magic, I'm what he wanted to be. Him, but normal. So no one would hurt him.
How are spirits different?
What's the difference between you and a spirit now?
Spirits are... they just are. Most of them sense something that interests them and stick to it. They don't remember much. It keeps them pure, but it also keeps them from learning, from growing. I wanted to help people, but I only knew enough to do it in the simplest way. Now I can see more. I also want to hit people a lot. Varric is helping with that.
You still read minds, though, right?
You're still able to sense the feelings of others, aren't you?
Yes, I still feel things, flashes of their minds. pain, hurt, all of it. It's not so loud anymore. I make more noise myself, so I don't hear as much unless I want to. I remember more things, though. It lets me learn. I sometimes see why something I said would bother Cullen. Maybe I'll do it less.
Yeah.
I'll talk to
Goodbye.
you later.
If you like.
Actually, you want to go somewhere?
I'm here.
How would you like to get out of here? Maybe do something fun.
I don't know. I've never tried.
Come on.
Inquisitor, you honor us with your presence. May I bring a sampling of fine cheeses for you and your guest?
I don't eat.
Well then, just a bottle of a fine Ghislaine White to start. Please enjoy your meal this evening, your worship.
He saw me. They all see me.
I'm proud of you. It's a good step.
Next, you'll be eating and drinking and everything else.
What else is there?
Have you used the privy yet? Should be enlightening.
I find people when their pain leaves them open. I ease the pain. I leave, they forget. That was enough for me. Now they remember, and I'm not sure...
Cole?
I told you about Reese, the mage who could see me, my friend. My only friend for a long time. Evangeline showed me that Templars could be kind, but even she...
Are we going to get dark? Please tell me.
If this is going to be another trip through the ringer, please wait until I've finished my wine. Because this
is an excellent Ghislaine, and I do not want it ruined. Quick words hide a gentle heart. You wouldn't have brought me here if you didn't care. But this isn't about them. It's about... When I found out I wasn't human, when I grew, I lost Reese. I lost my only friend. That's why I was scared about letting all these people see me. That's why I laughed.
You're hiding the fear. You've made yourself laugh.
You're laughing at yourself?
Yes. This world taught me that changing means losing your friends. But now I know that doesn't have to be true. I have enough self to know that what I felt was foolish. Isn't it wonderful?
It's a little odd, actually. Yes, it is.
It's another good step, Cole.
I might like being human. What do you think I'll learn next?
Let's hope you don't pick up the racism. A bit odd thing to say, but I'm just saying Orlesians and Ferelden's, they really hate elves. Just saying. Sera.
You have a problem. That over there is a full tavern, but everyone's drinking alone. They're all up their own arses about the Inquisition. I can't have fun with everybody whinging, and they'll fall on their swords before Corypheus can push them. I'm thinking pranks. Set a few up, knock a few down. You in or not?
Should the Inquisitor do this?
But I'm the Inquisitor. You know, the leader.
Right, they'll never suspect you. What, titles are only for getting away with bad stuff? Let's do something fun. Come on.
Yes. I'm in. Sure.
Lead the way.
What, really?
Really?
I knew you were different. Let's go. General uptight is gone. Have a search about. Find something to mess with, and give your soldiers a laugh.
That door has 2 doors.
What, the desk? Oh yes, center of the Empire and all that. What to do, what to do.
Great. So, what do we do now?
All right, Sera. What do you want to do?
Thing looks heavy. Don't want to move or break it. I got it. Easy one. Just a slip of something under here. There, won't notice much, but it's just that little bit wonky. He's so in control that'll piss him royally. I tell one of the soldiers and boom, the general seems like people. And since he works for you, you seem like people. Come on, next one. Right, little lady prissy pants. Have a look for something she likes too much.
Where's her chair go? Ah, yes, the door.
What, just the door? Where she greets every important idiot. Yes.
Alright, what next?
Well, Sera, what do you have in mind?
Get a bucket. Classic, yeah? 5 minutes of sloppy boss gets you weeks of happy kitchen staff. Except for the one who cleans it up, I suppose. But whatever. Next up.
Okay. Okay, let's check this chest over here. Locked box?
What's that? A locked... No, leave that. Not interested in her hidden things. Not for just a bit of fun. Maybe feed her messengers something gassy? No, bears don't pop. But they flap and...
Who is up there?
Run!
Go!
That was fun. An Inquisitor of the people, still remembering you're one of them. If all they got was the Herald stuff, the serious bit, you'd start to sound pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
Anything to keep us inspired.
Whatever it takes. I'd start throwing pies if it kept people inspired.
Pies is so good, and Coryphanus would never do that. Good thing for you, innit? Because from the bottom, everyone up top sort of seems the same. Anyway, fun time, Inquisitor. You! Oh, frig. You did it!
I like spending time with Sera. Sera's funny. I like pulling pranks on Colin. Spilling buckets of water on important people is pretty fun. Where is everyone? The bar's really empty right now.
Love seeing you, yeah?
Thoughts on our progress?
Are things playing out the way you expected?
About time we turned around on this Coryphy whatever. Make him feel like he's on the wrong end of the dogs for once, yeah?
Carry on.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Oh, we should also talk to Solus.
How can I help?
Tell me about your journeys.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Spirits.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
The Valammar crossed the Frostback Mountains to escape a beast they called the Shadow Goddess in their story. I met the spirit that they fled. She walks the Fade along the southern tundra, weeping lonely and forgotten. Great Ferelden formed because a lonely spirit drove her prey away.
Tell me about old memories.
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a dwarf emerge into the light of day and shield his eyes against the sun. The first time he had seen it, the tears were streaming from his eyes. I sought them from the blazing light, until I saw the rock he held so tightly. Then he laid the rock down gently, and he left it as he walked away.
Tell me about the old ruins.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found an ancient dwarven tide no longer sheltered by the stone. An earthquake had exposed it all to daylight. 1,000 dwarven corpses lay, the victims of a dark-spawn horde. Their last stand marked by one great ring of armor. In the middle, one small body, clutching tightly to a small stuffed toy.
That's thanks, Solus.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Thanks. Okay, maybe not. Leliana, how you doing?
A message from Divine Justinia.
Are you alright?
That's a shock. You're alright reading it?
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
Why Valence? Valence.
Why hide things in Valence? What's so special about it?
Justinia was revered mother at the chantry there for many years before she became the Divine. It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
What will you find?
Do you know what you're looking for?
The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
Wherever you need.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
Okay, I should do this too before heading to the Emerald Graves. Okay. Yeah, let's go join with Leliana first.
It's just as I remember it.
You've been here before?
You didn't tell me you'd been here before.
After the Blight ended, I came here to see Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother.
Peaceful little chantry.
It's peaceful here. You must have good memories of this place.
It was a place of comfort. It is good to see it still untouched by Corypheus.
Leliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's still with us.
Inquisitor, this is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here? My lord, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
You'll pay penance for that. I'd rather not be recognized. I don't really care.
Bigger things to worry about than that.
Oh, I see.
Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here. Justinia's letter came with instructions for me. They were a little cryptic. Always remember that faith sprung from a barren branch, that light has no fear of darkness. Above all, that strength lives in an open heart.
She must be hinting at something in here. Let's look around.
Do they still sing verses from the benedictions every Friday? That canticle was Justinia's favorite.
Yes, of course. We'd never give up the traditions of our most beloved divine.
That is lovely to hear. I stare up at the bridge sometimes. It's terrifying, but beautiful in its way.
It is beautiful.
Have you seen it by sunrise?
When the sun rises through it, it splits into what looks like 1,000 suns, like a broken mirror.
Yes, spectacular, isn't it? You must be careful, Natalie. Justinia's enemies are making their move, vying for position and the Sunburst throne.
They really just be yapping. Hey, that kind of looks like Blackwall.
I found a single bloom on a dead rose bush, and I thought, even in the midst of all this, life finds a way. Maker hasn't abandoned us.
What was that?
Looks like we opened something. Sorry to keep you waiting.
What? Well played.
Good old Leliana was playing you the whole time. Didn't you realize?
They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Grand Cleric Victory?
Who is this Grand Cleric? I've never heard of her.
An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but kept her ideas to herself. I suppose now, with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
What were your plans?
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here.
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thidas away from the true chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
We can't let her go now.
If we let her go, she'll just run off to her cleric, won't she?
Likely.
Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
Listen to her.
This has to be done. You know it.
I see what you've become. The righteous stand before the darkness, and the Maker shall guide them.
No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
A hidden bottom.
Check again. Perhaps the box itself is a puzzle. She seems the puzzling sort.
No, it's just an empty box. There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
What she said in the Fade.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me. Just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Was it necessary? Sure. Well, you should stop torturing yourself now that you're free.
Then you have to let it go. Let her go. You don't owe her anything anymore.
This? Now? After everything you've said and done? And my poor dear Natalie. I called her sister once, but I couldn't risk leaving her alive. Don't tell me to let it all go after all I've sacrificed to get here. Justinia tried to save me, but all it's done is made me realize I don't need saving. There is work to be done. I'll see you back at Skyhold.
Well, she technically did just leave it, let it go right there. Technically, she just did. You put this behind her now. Put Justinia behind her. This is again, another reason why she shouldn't be divine.
Grand Cleric Victoire is scrambling after the loss of her agent.
Good. Her support base is in Morale. Tear it down. Grand Cleric Victoire wishes to make an enemy of the Inquisition. I'll give her what she wants. Doesn't Victoire have a young cousin? Lord Firmin? She dotes on him.
Yes, mistress. I believe that is so.
Good. Have him collected. He shall be an honored guest, and make sure the Grand Cleric hears about it.
At your command.
Harsh tactics with Victor. Is everything alright?
Is everything under control?
Perfect. The Grand Cleric and others like her will fall in line soon enough. You see, when I'm ruthless, it gets us where we need to be. It's something to be proud of. Why fix it? How funny that her regret is what finally puts my own to rest. I chose to become her left hand, knowing what it meant. It was my weakness that stopped me from fully committing to my task.
It wasn't weakness. I guess that's settled.
Well then, I suppose that's that.
The Inquisition needs me just as the Divine did, to do what no one else dares. Death and deception are my trade. It is what I am. It is what I always will be.
If the Archdemon survived the fall into the Abyssal Rift, I wonder if it can be slain.
Proof it isn't an archdemon at all, I'd say.
What do you mean?
If Grey Wardens are good for anything, it's killing an archdemon. This one rose again. I'd say Corypheus created it. A tribute to his old gods. Or an emulation of them.
Meaning what? It cannot be slain unless he is?
That? Or we need a much deeper chasm. No Qunari would accept a Tevinter mage so easily, unless it was a ruse. When should I expect a knife in the back?
You expecting that from the Inquisitor too?
That's different.
Oh, pardon me. I thought you said no Qunari, meaning we're all bloodthirsty savages.
Fine. Not all of you.
Then I wouldn't worry. A lot of other people need a knife in the back first.